So welcome back guys in another episode of our Be a GM mode. This is second episode of our regime with Arizona Coyotes, and in this episode we are going to continue in simming this first season. I don't know if I will sim only another part of the season or whether I will sim the rest of the season, but it depends how our team is going to play. The first thing I wanna check in this episode is who is the captain. I believe it's in coaching options, team, jersey numbers, and Mikkel Betker. No, we will play without captain. Known. And the third alternate will go to Oliver Ekman Larsson. He was named as a captain of the team a few days ago, so he will get A. And that's it. That's what I wanted to change right now. I know we traded our franchise player, but at least he has a chance to get a Stanley Cup and we get a draft pick. So that's a win-win option for both of us. And let's sim the games until the January 1st, 2015. We are not doing that bad, as you can see, 10 wins, couple of losses in last two games, but we are not doing that bad, as you can see, another win for us. A huge lose against our Anaheim, but I thought we would be way worse team than that we are right now. And I was thinking about trading Mike Smith for two first rounders or something like that, because we have that good goalie in the system. I think he plays in AHL, and Smith has a lot of value. So, and actually we don't need elite goaltender like him, because we are not going to be a very good team. But look at this, we are 15, 10 and 2. We are not doing very bad. I jinxed that, we lost it right now. But as you can see, 15, 11, 2 is way better than I expected, and we can fight for playoff positions, which would be pretty surprising, because I thought we will tank for Connor McDavid, obviously. But it looks like we are going to not be that very bad team. Just the last few games, then I will... Oh, scout assignment, okay. Go for defenseman, the QMJHL, can be for 6 weeks, of course. And let's just sim until the 1st January 2015. And the game against Edmonton we won 1-0. As you can see, Smith is doing very good. Vermette and the Edler are our best players. Then we will check the stats, and I'll show you the stats of Shane Doan as well, how he's doing in Rangers. Maybe I will call up some players from AHL. We'll see, but couple of losses right now. And I really would like to tank for that first rounder, because it's obviously McDavid. You want McDavid in your team, but not doing very good in past few weeks. Last game of 2014, let's win it, Arizona, please. And we lost, so we lost 5 of in last 6 games we lost 5 of them. That's not very good. So stats, central, team standings, we are 17th in whole league. In Pacific Division we are 5th with 39 points, and we are only 1 point ahead of a wild card. So, and we have one game less played, so we still have a chance to make the playoffs. That would be pretty That would be pretty surprising. I don't know if I will make any trades right now, because as you can see, offensively we are not doing very good. Kiddy and Lokorpikoski are our best players. Then you see the rest of the team. Let's see how Shane Doan is doing in the Rangers. Where is he? There he is, 10 points in 24 games. Hopefully they will win Stanley Cup besides Tampa, because that's my favorite team, but obviously everybody wants Shane Doan to win. Oh, let's just check them in stats. Islanders are 4th. It's kind of surprising, but Rangers are not doing very great. They are 29th. But that's even better, because I believe we have their pick. And I believe it's for this year. So where it is, GM options, I wanna see trades. Transaction news, yes, that's what I want to see. First rounder, and but that's for 2016. That's for 2016. Okay. So not for this year, but well, let's check our stats in AHL. If there are any crazy players we can call up, that would be awesome if yes, because we could fight for first round. As you can see, there is Brandon Gormley doing very good. His defenseman, definitely he's going to play in next season, maybe also with Connor Murphy. Just checking other players. Show me the goalies. Vicentin is that guy. He is 21 years old. 4 yellow stars is his potential. 15 wins in this season. Percentage is not very good, but it will improve. So coaching options, edit lines. I wanna edit it. I won't put Hansel on first line, or leave. Let's leave Gagne, because he's playmaker, with Betker as a sniper. I wanna move up. Crombin, how are you doing? 7 points. Macmillan. Yes. 7 points. I wanna put Crombin into the third line, and yes, 2 grinders and 1 two-way forward, and then fourth line of two-way forwards. That's okay with me. 2 offensive defensemen. That's okay. But Stone sweep him with Zbigniew Michalek. And in the cage, obviously, we have Mike Smith, and Devan Rupnik is second goalie. I know Dubnik is star goalie right now, but in this game he hasn't that big potential. Let's see him next couple of games, and then we will see whether we will make any moves, or what are we going to do. But I wanna acquire some good player in exchange for Mike Smith, because we need some star players. And we don't need Smith, because we are rebuilding team, and he's elite goaltender. But he's saving us, I don't know. Look at this, another win, and I believe we really can compete for playoff spots. That would be awesome. Another win. I might try to swap that Rangers first rounder for 2015, because they really can get it. Really can be a lottery pick, because it looks like they are going to have a very bad year. Another win for us. Game against Winnipeg, we lost. That's kinda sad. Old Winnipeg versus the new Winnipeg. And game against Chicago, let's see, we won. So show me the stats central, team standings. How are we doing in Pacific? We are third, so we can fight for playoffs, and I will probably go for a playoff push, because Central Division is way better than ours, than our Pacific Division, but we are third currently. That's cool. Show me Central, show me Atlantic Division. Tampa Bay is first, and the Rangers are last. Okay. Are they last in the entire league? No, Boston is worse than them, and Calgary is worse than them. Okay. Let's just check the value of their pick. And oh man, that's not very good. They don't even have their own pick for next year, for this year, and not for next year. That's very bad for them. I'm just going to wanna see how our picks and our players with all this player on our team: Derek Morris, Martin Erat. But we don't have any very old players, and we don't have any players that are, what I wanna say, that aren't, they don't have bad contracts. Just, I wanna sum this up. We don't have players with bad contracts. Let's just see to the trade deadline. I wanna see how our team is going to do, because if we will be on playoff push, then I will not trade Smith, obviously, but if we are going to be terrible and start decline, I will trade Mike Smith. But if we are going for a playoff push, then I will keep our core intact, and we will fight for playoffs. That's all I wanna say. But to lose is scout assignment, of course, yes. Forwards, WHL, of course, let's go. There is trade deadline. One day before trade deadline. Let's sim this game against Ottawa. Let's win it. I don't know. Our team is very questionable, because there is time when we are winning every game, and there are games we are losing absolutely, and we are not doing very good. Like right now, we lost 4 games out of last 5. But let's see if we can get back on winning streak. And yes, McGrattan, but I don't really need him. So game against Detroit Red Wings, let's see. And we lost, obviously, of course. Now away games against Chicago and St. Louis. Chicago is doing very good. They won Stanley Cup in this year. Yes, they beat Tampa in finals. I remember it. It was not very good for us as a Lightning fans, because we were leading in the finals 2-1. But at the end of the day we lost. Hopefully this season, 2018-2019, we are going to win Stanley Cup. They are doing very great. I know, I have to admit, San Jose and Toronto are in the same position. They are also thinking about winning the cup, because obviously they acquired franchise players. Toronto got in free agency John Tavares, and San Jose got in trade Erik Karlsson in exchange for bag of pucks, obviously because Ottawa got not so many from Erik Karlsson, and that was terrible trade by Ottawa. But if you wanna trade one certain player, like I mean not doing trades and sacrificing one of your player, but they were focused on trading him away, then you are obviously going to lose that trade because you are trying to get rid of him, and the opposition team you are proposing to, I mean proposing trades to, they are aware of this, and because they are aware, they can offer you less, and you are more likely to accept it. Cody McLeod, I think yes. Let's place him into minors. I think he can play. He is left winger, and we don't have many left wingers. As you can see, we really can't play him. But we need to move somebody down, and it's going to be probably Crombie. Nobody take him off the waivers, claim him off the waivers. So let's put him added lines, and we will play McLeod. On fourth line, Macmillan will play on third. Okay, this can be, and Joey Tail will be promoted to the third line. I will put Chipchura into fourth. He has 12 points. He is currently playing for my hometown, Slovan Bratislava. And defense can stay like this. That's all. So, let's just see the stats. Team standings, we are 14th. In Pacific Division we are 2nd. Okay, so this is a very weak division. San Jose is 1st, but we are doing good. And there is one thing I wanna do. Look at this, we have 69 points and we are 2nd, and Winnipeg has 70 and is 5th. Okay, so we are currently just having a luck that they are our conference is, or our division better to say, is terrible in comparison with Atlantic Division, or what's the name of their division. But I wanna do some trades. I wanna acquire some 80 players. So I'm just going to find some good players not from our conference. I mean 80s. Some 80s, 81 players. Somebody like them. Oh man, Torrey Krug looks good. But somebody they are willing to giving away. Oh, Matt Halishak looks that I don't want him, and maybe him, but this is only first team we are looking at. Show me your players. In this game, Seth Griffiths turns out to be a very good player, but I'm not going to trade for him. But what really interested me was Torrey Krug. He hasn't big value, and when you look at our defense, man, we need to improve. I mean, we can give them Derek Morris. Is this enough? I believe yes, but let's give up 5th rounder. That's not very real trade, but let's go for it, and they don't want it. So how about giving you third for 2018? Okay, so we have a young promising defenseman. Now let's see if we have any. Show me the players you wanna give away. Gionta, but he's old. Derek Roa. Interesting, but I don't wanna give up our 80s players, and I'm just maybe I will find somebody who is worth of trade and exactly hasn't a very high value. As you can see, they are a couple of old players. One contract for 4.5 million, the right winger. We could definitely use him, but he's not from our conference, so just look who's there available. Any 80s players? 31, Sean Bergenheim looks interesting. Campbell. Kopecki also looks interesting. That would be good addition to our team. 24 points in 63 games, so not very bad. Or Mietinen, that's not a very bad player. Probably I will go for him. And do we have somebody we can sacrifice for him? How about McLeod? No, that's... How about draft position 5th for 2016? And 7th? No. Let's just pass on him. These are rivals. Minnesota, no. Montreal can be. Giving away. No. Those are very low overalls. Also overalls very low. Jagr, he's probably going to retire after this season in this game. And they wanna get rid of him. So how about Jaromir in exchange for second round in 2018? How? Or you know what, 2019? Why not? Okay, so we got the Jagr, that's good. That's good. And are there any players you wanna give away? Wisniewski, but we really don't need him. Marty St. Louis, interesting. And you wanna give away Shane Doan, so I don't know why did you want to trade him to your team when you don't want him anymore. Ottawa, Phillips, we don't need him right now. Nobody there. Sort by overall, 79 is highest. No, thank you. Thornton Marlowe, but pretty high value and we don't need them. How about Tampa? Nobody. Toronto, Santorelli, but I don't want to trade any picks because we are a rebuilding team, and I don't want to trade any picks and any players, I mean important players, because we don't have many good players. Or where is Jagr? Is he in minors? Or Or is he scratched? He is a right winger. Yes, there he is. And defenseman Andrew Campbell. Just send him down. And we will play with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 680 defensemen, and in the net we obviously have Mike Smith. So go for lines, and there you have it. Jagr on first line, alongside with Hansel and Betker. Okay, but I would like to play Gagne on first line because he's playmaker, and probably Korpikoski on first line because Betker is sniper and I don't want two snipers on one line. That's 44 points, I know, he's doing very good, but I need also our second line to produce more points, so it will be something like this. Macmillan on third line with Vermed and Winnick, and Klinkhammer, Chipchura, McLeod. In defense, Stone, Sweb with Michalek. We need defensive defensemen on third line with Schlemko, and we have 3 offensive defensemen, so Krug will play on second line with Stone, and in the net we have Smith. Okay, so we are good to go. We made a few trades, so let's just sim and let's just see what trades a few teams did. Important game against Anaheim, gotta win this one. No, we lost. Not very good first game for our new acquisitions, so let's just see transaction news in the All League. Bellier and third round for Chris Phillips, Winchester in exchange for Adrian Kempe. If he's going to be as good as in real life, this is steal for them. Mazzuccarello and second round pick for 2015 first round pick, so this is how you lose. So they desperately needed first rounder, so they traded for Carolina's first and first rounder from Nashville, Shala and Marek Mazanec in exchange for Sean Bergenheim and Rodney Whitney, Jagr for second round pick, Krug for Derek Morrison third round pick, Spencer Martin in exchange for Saku Koivu, Tony DeAngelo and Artem Sergeyev from Tampa Bay in exchange for Tomáš Fleischmann. So a trade between two rival teams, and Tampa is going for Stanley Cup. As you can see, they are improving their team. First rounder Chigan Beaupre in exchange for Glenn Cruz and Brian McGrattan, Kimo Timonen to Nashville for Braden Leipzig and Tommy Vellier, and our first rounder for Shane Doan and third round pick. So let's see next few games. For example, this, I believe it's 10 games. Let's see. Hopefully we are going to win a few of them. But we start with lose, but I think we lost in overtime, so at least 1 point for us. How about game against Montreal? We lost, obviously. But we have to win a few games because we need to get to the playoffs, and I want to make the playoffs. That would be awesome, especially when we have this weak division. Let's see, game against Chicago Blackhawks. We won, that's important win for us. Game against New Jersey, gotta win this one. They are slightly better than us, but I believe we won. We have currently 77 points and we are doing good. Game against LA, we lost. That's not very good because they will fight for playoff spots with us. But let's play this game against Colorado and another huge lose. 5-1. Pittsburgh, how about them? We won, that's important win. A game against Vancouver, they are not doing very good, and attaboy, we won. Detroit. They have similar stats to us, but they won this game, so we are third in our division with 81 points, and we are 3 points ahead of Edmonton, and both Edmonton and LA, which are our nemesis and competing for playoff spot. Let's hope we are going to win at least 2 of these 3 games. I'm going to see, but we lost, obviously. Please win this game against Penguins, please. Yes, that's very important win, and let's get our revenge on Sabres. We really need wins, we really need them, and we won. But I will probably put the Betker on first line. Coaching options, edit lines. He might be doing better than Korpikoski. He has 48 points, Betker has 48, so they were not doing very good on swap when I switched them, but I'll just put Betker back on first line, and we will try to play him with Jagr, how our old man is doing. He has 58 points, that's good, and Sam Gagner, how he is doing. 50 points, okay, not very bad season. And defense, I will keep like this, or I might put Michalak on second line with young Tori Krug. Let's hope we can make the playoffs. Let's see, another 3 games, and there are 2 games against San Jose. They are the only good team in our division. I mean, look at their stats. We will see them right now, 44. And we beat them, that's very important win for us. Let's hope we can beat them for a second time, and we did. That's important. A huge wins against them. I believe we can make the playoffs. Let's win this game against Calgary, and let's see the stats. We are second with 91 points, and Edmonton is currently holding the wild card spot, but they are only 1 point ahead from Winnipeg Jets. They are still looking for their first playoffs in their new history. We are doing good. So let's just sim these 2 games. 4 points. We need only 1 more point to. Yes, we need only 1 more point to clinch the playoffs. So let's win this game. But it was for 1 point, so I believe the playoffs. We clinched the playoffs, and last game against Anaheim, important game, we won. So very surprising first season. We probably made the playoffs. Let's see the stats in the league. Yes, we did. That's kinda surprising. Look at this. San Jose won our conference with 200 points. We are second with 94. Anaheim has 90 points. Edmonton, at the end of the day, didn't make the playoffs. Look at these 387 points teams, 87 point teams, and Winnipeg made it. We will probably play again. We will probably play against Anaheim. But look at this: Nashville, Chicago, Colorado, St. Louis, Winnipeg, Detroit, Ottawa, Tampa, Toronto. Boston was terrible for most of the season, but look at this, they almost made it to the playoffs. And Islanders, Pittsburgh, Carolina, Columbus, and poor Shane Doan. Poor Shane Doan, so I will just see him, and in next episode we will play the playoffs, and we are going to play them against Anaheim Ducks. We beat them 5-2 a few days ago. And that's all for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in next video.